The Mutudho-led committee is back from Israel with a dedicated focus to see a complete overhaul in the country's irrigation infrastructure. According to Mutudho, time to embrace flood irrigation has been vanquished by the new technology, and the need to appreciate drip irrigation in the country is long overdue.
So flood irrigation is like life and death in terms of technology in agriculture. And the only reason we have maintained flood irrigation is our eating habits, particularly in public funds. I think that's the only reason I can imagine why we have maintained this flood irrigation.
The pros that comes with drip irrigation can't be overstated, asserts Mutudho.
We know it. We have seen it. In Israel, poor performers, the lesser companies were doing 120 billion. So we are saying because of laxity or maybe other inherent problems to do with seed quality and so forth and so on, we work on a figure of 100. And therefore, to feed all the Kenyans on a budget of 36 million bags, you will require not more than 100,000 acres.
The chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture also hit out at the Ministry of Agriculture officials at the National Irrigation Board, whom he blamed for perennial problems facing the sector.
Minister of Agriculture, National Irrigation Board, who is still hampering around and thinking that you can abuse people's money, going to do the flood irrigation so that you sink another 20 billion, forget it. Do not work. You do it and do it right. So that ultimately you have food and maize at 40 shillings, maximum say 50 per packet. And that's what we are targeting, food security.
At the committee's capacity, Mutudho has vowed that they will fight for the adoption of drip irrigation tooth and nail by using all resources at their disposal, even if it means having it done by their veto power.
The Constitution is very clear that the Budget Committee will have to approve. We sit in the Budget Committee, we are going to meet and we are going to tell them so. She has asked me a very good question, KBC. We are saying that they can convert within 6 weeks. What the government and executive have been trying to do is to import 5.7 million bags of maize. Importation will take about 4 months before the whole tendering process is done. Production will take also 3-4 months. And we can be able to produce much more for much less.
In 6 to 8 months, if the system will be adopted, there will be a very significant change, reckons Mutudho.
That the National Irrigation Board, the billions they have been squandering and spending now is streamlined. We were accompanied by them and they agreed with us that from today, henceforth, they are going to do it right. They are not going to waste public resources in terms of money. They are not going to go round and round in circles instead of feeding Kenyans, so that ultimately a packet of funga should cost 40 shillings, not 110, not 100.
This comes in the wake of a predicted difficult time in terms of food situation in the country by the recent Planning Ministry economic report, and if drip irrigation will be a resolve, then it will be highly welcomed by Kenyans all across the board. Solomon Were, GBS News.